Welcome back to the channel and 2d6 Dungeon. We're still using Tailspire for the mapping, and 2d6 Dungeon was created by Toby Lancaster. His link is in the description. At the end of the last video, I have moved over to this room. I probably wouldn't have had I remembered I was bloodied, but we moved anyway. And so I created a nice little icon up here so that I have a reminder that I'm bloodied. And because I wasn't keeping track of it, we have to add to our counter. Now, we got bloodied in this room and we were given 4 ticks at that time. We moved into here, we gained 1 tick. So we have 1, 2, 3, that fills us up. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 rooms of damage. So let's fill in our bloodied markers and then take our damage. And so instead of going through this room, our first priority is to get cleaned up, because I was going to go through this archway, but we do know it's way over here. There's a bunch of water right here that we can go get cleaned off in. Let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nine more damage. Good lord. But now we're at the edge of the pools, the piranha pools. We can get our bloodied status removed. Okay. While I was making icons, I made a nice little scroll icon as well, right there, so that we know we have a scroll active and a potion active. Now that we're not bloodied, I think we're going to use another dose of our health paste, but that will bring us back to 45 health, right? I still want to go back to the start in that same room we were just at. So let's head back over there. Step through this archway, we find a corridor with 2 exits. We continue on straight, pass through another archway. We enter into another corridor. We pass on through that, through another archway. And we enter into another corridor. This one has 3 exits. You see straight ahead and 2 off to the sides here. We continue straight through another archway into a small corridor with only 1 exit. Continue straight ahead there, and we enter into this room. This room doesn't have any exits to it other than the one we entered through. It is a gloomy vestibule. This space is filled with some kind of smog, and there are spikes on the floor. Pass a precision check of 8 2 attempts, or get caught by a spike, lose D3 hit points, and roll on the interrupts table, which I didn't do yet. For our precision check, we have an extra +1 from the potion, so it's a 2d6 plus 5. Alright, we pass our precision check pretty easily. There is 2 attempts. I don't know, nobody said it, that the attempts are like we have to do both of them, but we pass both attempts there. We take no damage. We do have our interrupts table. 1 5. In the corner of the room is a freestanding wall. You see behind it a burn has been placed and is lit. On a bench before it sits an old fang pillarist who is toasting some meat on a stick. He turns and sees you and attacks. If you survive, roll on BT2 plus 2. Alright, we are all set up here. Let's see what the old fang has. We fought one before, but it's been quite a while. Once Red Guard, the old fangs have taken on a role of command as time takes its toll. but they are still as tough as always and formidable opponents, despite being somewhat slower. They have a heavy swing and glancing blow, 3-2, that would be blocked by our metal bracers, or D6 even, and 6-5, which would be blocked by our leather breastplate, so that would be a D3 -3. So we don't get out of this combat completely. We have the heavy swing can still damage us. Interrupts, they have breastplate on primary 5s and 6s, which would be both our lunging thrust and furious strike, and then a forearm block on secondary 2s, which would be our swooping spin. Start combat, round 1. We're going to start with a 5-5, 3 shifts, 5-5. We can do we're going to start off with a furious strike. We'll kick that to a 6-4, do our furious strike. We do subtract 2 from this, so it is 2d6 plus 8. 15 points of damage. Breaking them down to only 10 health. Old Fang's turn here. Old Fang's going to get a 3-3, which can be shifted into a heavy swing. So just a d6 or 2 points of damage. Round 2, Archer. A 5-4. 1 shift gives us a furious strike. 10 points of damage. Which brings him to 0. And get our 95 experience points for that. Brings us to 10,436. The old Fang here has a pouch and a potion. So let's see what the pouch has first. We have a +1 on that. That would be a 7. A few coins rattle in the pouch. Gain 3d6 silver and 2d6 gold. We will do red dice is gold, black ones are silver. 10 gold pieces and 13 silver. For the potion, we do have a full list, but we definitely use a healing drink right now. We're not going to get a healing to drink right now. Let's see what the potion of finesse is. We have 2 extra shifts for 1 combat. It sells for 50 gold pieces. Shield Aura only sells for 18 gold pieces. We could switch it out. Actually, the strength potion only sells for 15 gold pieces. So we could, if we're just gonna go for best sell price. The resist magic is the lowest. We'll swap out the resist magic potion for a finesse potion, and then we're gonna sell a bunch next time we go to town. We still have a bag table to check here. Bag table 2. What we got? That's a 6. There are 4 short wooden stakes in the bag, and tucked underneath is a lockpick +1, 3 uses, and a throwing axe. And I think I have enough throwing axes for now, so we're gonna leave that behind, but we'll take 3 more lockpick +1s. Brings us up to having 8 uses of lockpick +1. Old Fang can go away. Alright, let's head back. Let's fill in this little space right here. Let's come back over here to this archway and fill in this space. Through this archway, enter into the room. Is a smaller room. There is a cartography chamber here. On a large table here is a map of Corridine. It is imprecise, but it is clearly used to plan raids. An old Fang pillarist is poring over it with a steel tool, but then he notices you and attacks. There are 2 doorways that are reinforced doors. Alright, top of round 1, here we go. We just fought one of these, so make it quick and easy. Start with a 4-5. With 3 shifts, we can take that 4-5 and turn it into a 6-4, creating a Furious Strike, which is 2d6 plus 8. 15 points of damage. That brings him down to 9 health. Old Fang's turn for round 1. with a 6-4. One shift will create a glancing blow, but it's not going to do anything to us. That is a D3 -3. So even if he does 1 point of damage, we heal back instantly, which I didn't heal one from the last fight because it was too short. But he did hit us. Let's put those on so I don't forget them. I'm a very forgetful person. Up for round 2, Archer. With a 4-3 this time. And still 3 shifts can get us back to another Furious Strike. 6-4. That's 9 on the dice, plus 8. 17 points of damage. Little overkill, but it makes him dead. We get another pouch and potion. With a 6 on the pouch table, we have some Scarlet Ortavis leaves inside the pouch. Take some more of those. And for our potion, we have a potion of extra healing. That'll heal up to 30 points of health that we're just going to drink right now. Brings us to 75 health, which is a good thing. We also get 95 experience points. Brings us to 10,531 XP. And that is all that's on this. Take notes from the map table. The 2 doors, we have what looks like it's probably going to be a little closet area, or we can extend back this way. Let's fill in the hole. Let's go this way first. Let's check and see if that reinforced door is locked. If it's a 5 or 6, it's locked. We are unlocked. We open this door up, and what we find stepping through is a dead-end hallway. So we go back over here, and we'll check this door for locked. It is locked. What's the strength of that lock? The lock is an 8. We have precision total of +5. So if we use a lockpick +1, the minimum we can roll is an 8. That lock is now open, and we use one of our lockpicks. That brings us to 7 of those. Opening this door up, step into a little closet space here, and what we find is a black orb. There is a floating orb here that seems to be full of swirling ink. If you touch it and have 4 or more favor points with Internic, gain 4 HP. We do have enough points with Internic. I don't see a reason why we can't touch this and get our 4 HP back. Brings us to 79 health. We're good. We have 2 exits down, so let's come over to this one. And see what we have here. Alright, let's step into this room. What we got, a large vestry. At the top of this pew-lined space is an altar to a god. We have Grakata. If you make a correct offering at the altar, you gain 1 favor point. So let's see what she likes. She is god of the earth, rocks. So we don't have a diamond. Forged metal, I mean, we have a few different axes and things that we could get rid of. Coal, sand, earth, stone, or rock. There's lots of throwing weapons that are made out of metal that would be considered forged metal, I suppose. We do have a stick of charcoal. I don't know if that's the same as coal. I think our best bet is just dropping off one of our axes. The twisted metal bars should be forged metal. They are forged in the bar shape anyway. They've been twisted by something. We'll get rid of some of those. Leave that for an offering, and then forged metal +1, so we would get 2 favor points. We have one door out of this large room. It is a wooden door. So see if it's locked. It is not locked. Let's open this door. Step inside. What we have is a large trading room. There is 2 exits. There are archways. Ropes are stretched across this room at head height. You have to duck to move through. You look up and see a shadow blade you must fight. Now, I'll just step over this way. Shadow blade is pretty weak. Both the dagger stab and cartwheel kick are blocked by our leather breastplate, which means the dagger stab is a d6 minus 5 and the cartwheel kick is a d3 minus 3. So she's only gonna hit us with a maximum hit, and our healing aura will automatically heal that damage. So she can't actually hurt us. So continuing on with we're too powerful for this battle. He's just gonna die. We do get to loot the body. She has pouch 2 on her. At all. This camera's being weird. I think I have to repaint my tray. Getting too worn out. Anyway, our dice have been rolled for our pouch. We have 11. Inside is a potion and some herbs. Right, let's roll. Let's roll them both at once. The red dice is for the potion and the black dice is for the herbs. So we have a potion of consistency and some zoomer sleeve. I like drinking potions that last for the whole floor. So let's get rid of the potion of strength and replace it with a potion of consistency. Oh, and the zoomer sleeves. Okay, we're gonna continue here. It's been a couple days. Figured out the issue with this wasn't that it needed to be repainted. It wasn't that, well, I had messed with the settings quite a bit, but my window was open and it's daytime and there was a lot of extra sunlight coming in and shining on it. I still would like to get something a little extra here. I know shutting off my overhead light makes it too dark, so I gotta have it on, but I need to diffuse it just a little bit more so we can see those numbers better. Also felt 17 minutes was kind of a short video, so let's do at least 1 or 2 more rooms. We didn't zoom out either. So we have an opening that heads into the center. I kind of want to save the center for last, so let's go to this room this way. Stepping through this archway, we come into a hallway, corridor. I chose to go this way. To another archway, we step through this arch. We have 2 directions to go. First, I wanted to go this way. What I ran into was a dead-end corridor. So we went back and we went south and we stepped through this corridor. We stepped through this archway and entered into a nice room. This large room is a divine hall. This space is lined with pillars and expansive murals fill the walls. If you have more than 4 favor points for any god, you feel inspired and gain another favor point as a result. Internet is our only god that has more than 4 favor points and isn't maxed out, so I guess he's getting another favor point. This room does have another exit, another archway exit, so we'll head over that way, see what's through this door. Stepping through this archway, we find 2 connecting cells. There are 2 cells here connected by a tunnel. A wall comes down to separate the cells if needed. There is an old woman in the cell. It is locked with a lock +3. If you free her, she blesses you. Gain 8 HP and prisoner table. Which we check the prisoner table the next time we visit the town. So, let's see the full strength of this lock. Well, 2d6 +3. That is a lock of 11. We have 2 lockpick +3s, which we could definitely use one, just to ensure that we open it. So we use one of the lockpick +3s, +5 from precision, so it's 2d6 +8. We could have used a regular lockpick with no pluses on it. Still got that open. With the lock open, open the door up, let the lady out. Can't see me. There. We get our blessing and gain our health back, which we're only missing 1. I don't think we'll go beyond base with this, but we'll definitely fill up to max health. And then the prisoner escapes following the path of dead people we've left behind. We'll find out more about her the next time we are in town. 1 liberated prisoner there for next visit to town. Nothing else is in this space. There is a metal door at the end here. Let's see if that's locked. On a 4, 5, or 6, it's a locked door. Got a locked door. Strength for this door is a 6, and we use a lockpick +1, which the +1 from the lockpick and our precision and our potion is a +6, so it is not possible to not unlock this door. So I'm not going to roll it. We'll head on through. Door up. And step on in to a little room with another offering box. There's a small wooden box here. You can smash it open but lose 1 random favor point. Inside you find 2 items, but like the last offering box, I see no point in breaking it open just to see what other people have offered to the gods. So we're gonna leave that alone and come to this archway. Through this archway into another small room. This one is a resting place. There's a stone bench here upon which is a fur. This looks to be worth about 5d6 silver pieces and is a large item. So let's see. 17 silver pieces for that. So I think we will put it in there. Large items are kind of full. Lots of throwing knives, several axes, but we have 1 spot. The Pote's Rebound Rune is listed in there, so we're full. It's fine. We're gonna take a fur. Now we put that on there. Our heavy items are pretty full. We'll have to start dropping stuff to take more. And then we're gonna step through this archway. We find ourselves back at the beginning. We have done the full circle around the outside. And I think that is a much better stopping point for this video. We'll come back and fill in the middle, find our steps down. So, thank you for staying till the end. We have quite a bit done here. 1 more to go, and then on to the next floor. See you again next week. Until then, have a good day. Bye for now.